So here we go with our 15-minute mission today, or maybe it's 15 minutes of decluttering or 15 minutes on a separate project. So timer has started, off we go. Today in the bedroom, we are going to take care of the cobwebs. We are going to grab our Swiffer, grab our Fly Lady dust mop, and we're going to hit the ceilings, the corners, the walls, the ceiling fan, the window frames, the curtains, the door jambs, the doors. So let's get started. So with the ceiling, take the either Fly Lady dust mop that you have, or a Swiffer with a microfiber cloth, or a broom handle with a microfiber cloth on it, or even a broom, and run it across your ceiling, back and forth, making sure you don't skip any spots and just get the dusties off of there. Make sure you hit in the corners. I like my Swiffer because my microfiber cloth hangs off the side of it a little bit. And so then that way I can get the corners right away on the ceiling. Once you get that, we can head to the walls, doing the same thing, just pretending like you're doing one great big giant stroke of painting, getting the walls done because they do get dusty. Make sure you once again get in the corners, get this stuff done. This is your deep clean. This is not maintenance. Don't do this willy-nilly. Actually put your effort into it, your focus into it, and pay attention to what you're doing. After the walls are done, let's go for the ceiling fan. Now, once we get into the ceiling fan, the door jambs, the window frames, and stuff like that, I like to switch to the dust head on my vacuum because, well, it's also got that suction, and I really don't want any dusties that are coming off of there to go on everywhere else. So use that connection if you've got it. If not, dampen your microfiber cloth or whatever a little bit so that way the dust stays stuck to it and does not go off anywhere to where you now then have to vacuum also. Same thing with the door jambs. Make sure it's just a little damp so everything stays right on it. With the window frames, same thing. Make sure you not only are you doing the outside window frames, but the inside window frames. The bottom of the window sills, because that's where all the yuckies go. Definitely, I would use your crevice tool on your vacuum to get those out and then wipe them down. When it comes to your door, a nice dusting spray made equal parts water and vinegar, and then with like 2 tablespoons of oil to where the oil just creates a little bit on there. Be it lemon oil, orange oil. I usually use olive oil with a little bit of orange oil, and it works wonderful. So that can then work for your door. Now remember, we've already done our doorknobs and stuff like that, so those are already clean. All right, there is your rundown on what you're doing today. So, and how I find it the best. If somebody else has a different idea, please leave it in the comments below. Let me know, and that will be awesome. I always, love to expand my cleaning repertoire. So when we decide that we're going to do this, we need to be in the right frame of mind, correct? Correct. Because if we don't feel like doing it, the job just is not going to get done. But in the same respect, we don't always feel like cleaning, even though it has to get done. So how do we do that? Well, we can put on a podcast. Doesn't even have to be mine. You can put on a different podcast. You put on some music. I did get it figured out to where I will be able to run some games using some music, so that way I don't have to keep coming up with things to say. because, well, I run out of things to say. So you're going to have to deal with my country music because that's what I listen to. Either that or know how long the break is going to be. And if you want to listen to something else, play something else while my country music is playing. So still going to need your timer. But so I figured that out, so I will be able to upload some podcast games, which I think will be a lot of fun. I love giving you guys as many tools as possible to help you achieve your goals. So, with the 2-minute and 5-minute podcasts, we're working on bettering the routines and bettering ourselves, respectively. We're going to start even bettering ourselves with the 2 minutes. With the Crisis Clean series that we've got going on. That is a good one for your home. I talk about lots of random things on that. Our 15-minute missions, you're using that for either cleaning or decluttering or whatever, because, sometimes we're not always ready for decluttering. So or ready for cleaning, so we can use that as decluttering and just keeping things moving, because this process is a constant journey that you want to continue on. And while there are times where the journey seems to pause, or maybe we go backwards in our journey, we still have the option to continue to move forward. There are always going to be days that are better than other days. And don't get hung up on those days that really aren't that great as, well, this is what my days are going to be, because that's not true. It is what you make it each and every day. So, use that. Use they always say that, like, the greatest attribute of, like, a quarterback or a pitcher or whatever is short-term memory loss, because you can't remember if you messed up the play before and you keep going. And the same thing definitely applies to us and what we're doing. If yesterday maybe wasn't so good for the routines, today is a whole brand new day. So that way we can continue going and keep our home better and make our lives better and stuff like that, because that is essentially what we're trying to do, is make our lives better, because otherwise we wouldn't have been looking for a change. Even if you're totally decluttered and you don't have a single thing out of order and you're a minimalist and stuff like that, maybe you need it for the routines. Or maybe you need it because you clean too much and you want a little more balance in your life. Balance is so very important. Balance is a good one for the 5-minute podcast. I have to write that down. Where can I write that down? Right here, I can write that down. Balance for 5 minutes. Okay, cool. We take time out to make sure that we improve ourselves, and as we're improving our home and everything else like that. So just make sure that every day is an improvement that you make in your life. Set a goal in the morning on what you're going to accomplish, what you're going to do. This weekend, I'm doing a 3-day home yoga retreat. So I'm really looking forward to that with Yoga with Adrian. So, there are so many things that we can do for our lives to help improve our lives and get set, that it doesn't necessarily always revolve around cleaning. Sorry, writing something down. All right. See? Myth of multitasking. Okay. But, all right. So, let's make sure. Okay. Sorry, making sure that I'm getting things done right. All right. So, we are at roughly, let me find my timer. We have about 4 minutes left. We should definitely be heading to our door jams and our doors by now. With the curtains, you can either use the vacuum cleaner or you can just take them down, shake them out outside, or throw them in the wash machine, whatever you feel like doing. Your choice. You know, I am out of water. I have to get more water. Going on my third 32-ounce cup for today. But okay. So, anyways, why is this part of the detail cleaning? Well, because even if you don't smoke in your home, and we don't, dust gets on. We are living in our homes. Therefore, dust gets on the walls and stuff like that. And it's good just to give everything a good wipe down every once in a while. No matter what room it is, this week we are focusing on the master bedroom. So, hey, why not? Let's take care of the master bedroom. We're not doing any of the usual missions except for under your bed. I believe we've had quite a few times before, but we're not attacking the clothes pile. We're not doing any of that. So this week we are doing different things to really get down into the nitty gritty and clean our bedroom. As you're going through and wiping everything down and getting the dusties out, if you want to get your dresser top, go for it. If you want to get your nightstand, go for it. But it is not necessarily part of this mission. So keep that in mind as you're going through this. It's up to you how much or how little you do, but you are the only person that you have to answer to. Do you want to look at that to where you really didn't do the job that you knew you could? So always keep that in mind. I don't want you necessarily going overboard. That is bad. That is just as bad as not doing anything. But I don't want you to do things to where you're not going to be proud of them. Doesn't matter who's proud of them as long as you are proud of them. If your honey can't see a difference, well, that's on them, not on you. Now, if you get done with this stuff and you can't see a difference, well, then we have two options. You either didn't do it as well as what you could have, or your room wasn't that dirty to begin with, which I like that option better. So we have one more mission this week in the master bedroom. This one also, depending upon the state of your bedroom, may or may not take you 15 minutes. So enjoy this one. Tomorrow we will be focusing on something different. So we're also, what I like about this week's worth of things is we're doing different tasks. Monday we were cleaning and or decluttering, sorting, organizing, whatever. Tuesday we were flinging. We were getting rid of those lonely socks. Wednesday we were cleaning with the light switches and stuff like that, but it wasn't hard cleaning. Today we're wiping things down, and then tomorrow we're going to be gathering again. So we're not doing the same type of cleaning as, each day and things like that. So I really enjoy those to where it kind of breaks up the week, because we don't like to be doing the same thing day after day. We do that already with the routines, which are a good thing. Some people have a problem with them being the same. Well, nobody says you have to do them in the same order every single day. I don't, but I just make sure that all the steps get done eventually. They don't even all have to be done in the morning or in the evening or whatever. But so we are down to 5 seconds. I shall bid you good afternoon, and I hope you have yourself a wonderful rest of your Thursday if you're doing this actually on Thursday. I'll talk to you later. Bye.